Hi guys, 18dap here and welcome to this video. Before we make a start on it, I just want to make a quick announcement. I've been lucky enough to be selected to play for the third time in the Evestrust Charity Legends football game at the Eco Power Stadium. The event sponsored by the Eco Power Group on the 7th of May 2022 at the Eco Power Stadium. Tickets are available. Contact me on my socials if you want any. Donations will be greatly appreciated. Link to the donation pages in the description down below. And also a big thank you to C&K Decorators for a personal sponsor for me. Great decorators. If you need any decorating work done, please get in touch with them. Links to their socials are in the description down below. It's going to be a good game. Get yourself down there. But for now, let's get on with this video. Hi guys, and welcome to this match preview for our final League One home game for at least a year. It's a game that doesn't mean too much in the grand scheme of things. It's Doncaster Rovers versus Burton Albion. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you for sticking around, especially in this relegation season, but we will be back in League 2 next season. If this video was brought you to the channel, welcome. Please consider clicking subscribe if you like lower league content so you don't miss any future content. If you are new to the channel and this is a video that's brought you here, this is the format that we go through match previews. We'll look at previous meetings between the two clubs, current form, Doncaster Rovers player to profile. I choose the opponents one to watch, in this case Burton Albion. But as I always say, you know your club much better than what I do, so please in the comments down below let me know if you think that I'm wrong. And then we've got the predicted team lineup thanks to FanHub. The predictions league table, me and the family do that for every league game this season. There's an update on that, and then we finish the video off with a score prediction for this fixture. So without further ado, let's get into previous meetings. Doncaster and Burton have only faced off a total of 10 times in our history, and it is as even as you can get. Rovers winning 3, Burton winning 3, and we've shared the spoils on 4 occasions. But if we drill down into the last 5 games, Burton do have the edge because there was 2 draws in 2019, both 2-2, and then Rovers with a 3-1 win at the Pirelli Stadium, and then in 2021, Burton two victories, a 3-0 at the Keepmoat Stadium and then a 2-0 early this season at their place. So Burton got the edge over recent history, but overall it's as even as we can get. So hopefully we can tip that balance on Saturday with a win. As I said, that doesn't mean too much. The goal difference is ridiculous, but it'd be nice to finish on a victory. Current form, Doncaster coming into this one with 2 defeats, a win, a defeat and then a draw in our last game. Burton coming into this one in not too bad a form, 1 defeat, 3 draws and then a victory midweek. Rovers are all but mathematically relegated after the draw on Saturday against Shrewsbury 3-3, and even if we win both of our remaining games and all the teams around us fail to win, we have a horrid goal difference, which is effectively another point in itself. So the writing's been on the wall for some time, but the only thing that's missing on the league table is the R next to our name at the minute. But on Saturday, the second half showed that there is ability within the squad, but it was just too little too late, and it's been an ill-fated season for some time. It frustrates me to see the fight that we had in that second half, going 3-0 down, coming back and drawing the game 3-3. If that effort level and that mentality and that application was there in previous games, we'd have won more than we've lost, or we'd have drawn more than we've lost, and it could be a different picture. But it is what it is, and League 2 football is coming to Doncaster next season. And for me, the board need to detail their ambition and plan quickly to a hurting fan base at the minute. You look on social media, it's very toxic and it's a very divided fan base. So I think we need to do something to pull the fans together. On to Burton. As I say, they're coming into this one unbeaten in 4, but in those 4 games they've only scored 2 goals, but they've also conceded none in 4 games. So defensively solid at the minute. Good 0-0 results against Plymouth and Wigan, who are both high-flying in the league, and then a decent 0-0 at Accrington, which is a tough place to go in League 1. And then midweek, a solid 2-0 victory at home to Rotherham, who are hitting a bit of a blip at the minute, talking to Ian on the live stream, and Rotherham seem to run out of steam, or he thinks that players have been picked up by or tapped up by agents, and potentially their focus is elsewhere, and it's impacting their league form. But still, a good 2-0 win midweek, and it just shows what Burton are capable of. So it's going to be a tough game on Saturday. Moving on to player profile for this one, I've gone with Rio Griffiths. Only 2 goals scored and 1 assist in the 14 appearances. So Rio hasn't quite set the Rovers alight as we'd hoped when he signed in January. But I think he has shown signs of being a good addition in little spells. And what I'm hoping is that he can show what he's all about in League 2 next season, and really hit the ground running early on with a good pre-season behind him. And hopefully we get to see the best of Rio next season. But for me, I think he's looked better when there's been somebody up alongside him. I think as a lone striker, he looks a bit isolated. So I'm hoping that there's a bit of a change in style and change in setup to support Rio and get the best out of him next season. But as I say, there's been signs where I've watched and thought he could be a very good player. Hopefully we see that next season. Moving on to the one to watch for Burton Albion, I have picked Joe Powell in this video. As I said earlier on, you know your club much better than what I do, so if you think there's somebody other than Joe that we should be looking out for on Saturday, in the comments down below, please let us know. I've chosen Joel, 23, attacking midfielder, and I've chosen him because he is the creative spark for Burton Albion. He's the top assist maker, assisted a goal on Tuesday night, so 7 assists all season, 4 goals, so it's not a bad return for an attacking midfielder, and that's what you want from a player in that area, being able to find the ball through to the strikers and also popping up with 1 or 2 goals as well. So yeah, for me, Joe Powell is the one to watch. I think if we cut his creativity out, there's potential that we might come away with something on Saturday. Moving on to the predicted team lineup, this is thanks to FanHub, so if you've not downloaded the app yet, please go ahead and do so. Plenty of features to get your teeth stuck into. I use it to predict the team lineup more than anything, but I do have a golden ticket, so if you're stuck in the queue, you've already downloaded the app and you want to get in, type in 18D-EM6 and that'll get you into the app straight away. And the lineup that I've gone for on Saturday, couple of changes. I've gone with Mitchell in goal, a back four of Noyle, Olowu, Williams and Ben Jackson at left back. I want to see Tommy Rowe further up the pitch. He's much more effective higher up the field, so I'd like to see him much further up the field. I've gone with a midfield 3 of Clayton, Bostock and Smith. I think they've looked a much more solid a unit, and I think we have improved marginally with performances over the past three or so games. I think it's no coincidence that the inclusion of Clayton and Bostock in that midfield has added to that. I'm going with Odebeku and Tommy Rowe a little bit further up the pitch. I think Odebeku, 2 goals in 2, that warrants a start for me. I had question marks about him after he needed a bit of time away. He's answered those questions, he's come back and bagged 2 in 2. So hopefully that's giving him the confidence and he gets another one on Saturday. But with those 2 a little bit higher up, it will hopefully support Rio, who was down as a lone striker, but I like to see Tommy or Odebeku getting a little bit closer. So that's my predicted team lineup for Saturday. On to the predictions league table. So if you're new to this, me and the family predict the scoreline for every league game. If we get the scoreline spot on, we get 3 points. If we get the outcome of the game right but not the result, we get 1 point. If we get it completely wrong, we get no points. And we all went with defeats against Shrewsbury, apart from Chris, who went with a Rovers win, and my dad, who went with a 2-2 draw. So he's pulling away a little bit at the top of the table. He gets 1 point for that. That pulls him to 29 points. I'm in second on 25, Max in third on 21, and Chris bottom on 17. So the trophy is my dad's to lose in these last 2 games. And that leads me on to the score prediction for this one. And as I said, Burton coming into this unbeaten in 4. Solid defensively. The season's pretty much done for both of us, so I can't see it being an enthralling match. But we will see. I don't think the confidence will be there. I don't think the effort has been lacking all season from the squad. So I'd like to see us finish at home with a win, but I can't see it. If they're beating Rotherham 2-0, I think they'll beat us 2-0 as well. And that'll pretty much cap off a rubbish season. Let's just get to the end of it and recoup, reset, rebuild over the summer, and hopefully a much more positive season in League 2. But that's where I'm going to leave this one. If you've enjoyed it, please stick a big thumbs up on it for us, please. Comments in the section down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.